Good morning, YouTube. It is too early in the morning for this. I'm tired. But you know what? When you're trying to be successful, you got to do something that most people don't want to do. And most people don't want to put in the work. Most people don't want to work super hard. They think success just comes easy for whatever reason. They just got these magical fucking thoughts of like, bippity boppity boop, I'm successful. No, it requires a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of hours and a lot of time outside of, say, a regular 9 to 5 that you may have. So, only reason why I'm up is because one, it's my off day. And then on top of that, it kept sounding like something was falling. I don't know if something upstairs in my neighbor's house was falling. My cats was messing with something. I don't know. But at this point, I'm freaking awake. I've really been up since like 4 something. And I'm just like, if y'all don't leave me the hell alone, if y'all don't shut the hell up, playing in my curtains, it's too early for all of this shenanigans, okay? Take y'all nocturnal behinds to sleep, please. When I'm asleep, y'all need to sleep. But these little bums are up. Mainly probably because they won't even put food in their bowl. But nah, y'all fat. So y'all need to be on a diet right now. But so since I'm on here, I'm just going to talk about like success, because that's essentially what I started this off with. I had no idea what the hell I was going to talk about, but I was just going to make me a damn video since I'm up this early. Stop. Nobody wants to see you, Cletus. Nobody came to see you, Otis. They came to see me. Yeah, Negan on his little 5 seconds of fame. Anyways, so success, y'all. You know, you got to put in a lot of hours and time and all of this, like, that the average person just does not want to do or will not do. You know, I think about all the hours, like I'm talking about years ago. I could be like, man, I'm going to go check Facebook, be on there for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Next thing I know, 8 hours later. And it's just like, where did the time go? What the hell? And then I realized the more, be aware of where and who you give your attention to. Because there are a lot of people who, you know, will distract you, and you gotta create those boundaries to be like, hey, I got things to do. I gotta get up off the phone. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, click, you know, in that conversation, get off the phone. Stop looking at me. Your tongue don't feel nice. You know, you gotta do stuff like that. That's just like, right when I be like, man, I'm about to get off work, I'm going to go home, take me a little spiritual bath. I'm going to go ahead and read this book, get some knowledge about, you know, investments, dividends, whatever. How to, like, say, for me, because I love writing is a passion. I was like, okay, how am I going to write this book, publish this book, market this book? Am I going to do ebook? Am I going to, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Even though I took a break from my book, but I'm about to start back up actually now, because this is a good time to start back up. I had to take a couple months break from my book and everything like that. Now I can go back and reread it and add to it. But yeah, success requires a lot of time, a lot of hours, sacrifice of like sleep, sacrifice of a bunch of things. But I noticed that the average person doesn't want to do that, you know? And when I think about all the hours that Facebook took from me, I mean, I willingly gave consent when I would log onto that damn app. So there was a period in time where I guess you could say I was addicted to Facebook. And you know what I'm saying? Where I just it's the first thing I would do when I'd wake up. Oh, check my phone. And I notice now, I'm damn near inactive now. Like, I mean, I'll get on there, whatever, but I'm damn near inactive because I have real life shit to fucking do. And just thinking about how plugged into my phone I was, and it's a freaking phone app, you know what I'm saying? I can only imagine when Metaverse rolls out, how many people are not gonna wash their ass no more, brush their teeth, comb their hair, probably barely even want to go to work, you know, probably ain't gonna really be eating. It's gonna be a lot of concerning things, in my opinion, when Metaverse rolls out and people start going into virtual reality. People are not gonna want to go into nature anymore. You know, if you got kids or pets, they're gonna be fucking neglected. Like, you know, I'm just thinking about like how social media is. Like cause I got to the point, I don't have to be on my phone anymore. Like, my phone is not gonna be my attention holder. You know, what you give your attention to is what you give your life force to, is what you're putting, you know, your life towards. So when I read books, I'm giving my life to that source. So shit, it better be benefiting my life in some damn way. I mean, I'm not saying if, you know, you're on social media, it's a bad thing, but at this point, I be on Instagram more than anything, and I'm on there actually getting knowledge. You know, I use social media to learn things. I don't get on there to talk shit no more. And then when Facebook be showing me memories, I be like, where? Yeah, I was asleep than a motherfucker. Like, why did I say that shit? Why did I post that? A lot of shit be funny though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, a lot of my old shit was funny because I'm just a funny ass person. But I was just like, man, the state of mind, like when you can see the progress of where your mind used to be to where your mind is now, I would just say, like, I could definitely tell the difference on my spiritual journey of where I am and what I do. That's just like, I happened to tell my mom happy holidays or whatever. Just, you know, seeing if she was going to bite the bait and say anything back. So she replies back. So then my next step was, you know, I wanted to know if she got vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, no, I didn't, or whatever. And she starts talking about the mark of the beast and all this stuff. And I said, well, good. I just want to give you a little FYI that I'm not religious and fuck Jesus, you know? And of course, she never replied back to that, which is fine because I just want you to know that I don't believe the bullshit that you taught me or the bullshit I was raised up on. You know, to be successful, like, you have to forge your own fucking path, regardless if it goes against the grain. I mean, the crowd is going to the left. Yeah, I need to go to the right. You know, I need to go in the direction that is right to me and that's right for me. You know, don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against anybody who's, you know, Christian, religious, you know, you believe in Jesus. Okay, that's great. I don't believe in that nigga because if you seen any of my other videos, I told you I beat the brakes off that nigga because 500 years of bullshit, bro, you ain't saved a soul, you know? And then on top of that, nigga, where your grave? Where is your grave? What is this story about you died and came back to life 3 days later and shit like that? Well, shouldn't you still, there should be some type of evidence that your ass existed. I'm just saying. They could find all this other shit like Sodom and Gomorrah and Lot's wife as a pillar of salt and shit like that. And I think, if I remember right, I read something where they supposedly found Noah's Ark. Where the fuck are these motherfuckers' graves at? Anyways, that's a whole nother rant about, I told y'all, I'm totally fucking against the church, which the story called the Bible talks about, where Jesus was against the church. That's why they fucking burnt his ass or hung him on the cross and shit. And then when I think about it, here's another thought that I had while I'm on the subject. If the cross, okay, so I was reading this book and it talked about these secret societies. I'm going to go ahead and name them. Sororities, fraternities, the Ku Klux Klan, or the KKK. I probably didn't even say that right. I'm still waking up. But it was a thought that was on my mind because I was like, okay, the Knights Templar, and it was several other names. I don't remember all of them. But all these the Masons, the Freemasons, and I don't know. I'll name them as I go if I remember. But all these so-called secret societies, they use the cross. Because when you think about it, there was always movies depicting, during slavery times, the KKK coming to black people's houses, putting a big ass cross in their yard and setting that bitch on fire. Well, it amazes me that you're supposed to be Christian, right? That you're supposed to be following this Christ-like, Jesus-like, mentality and right? So my thing is, you take the very thing that your precious Jesus died on and you burn it. I mean, I equate seeing the cross being burned to how motherfuckers in America are so goddamn patriotic for a fuck ass country that if you burn the fucking American flag, they're just like, oh my God, rage, rage, rage. Because, America, you're fucking soft as fuck. You are. I mean, the soft language, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say this, you can't say that. You can't disagree with me. You have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, you're like homophobic, transphobic, all these made up goddamn words. And they're made up fucking words. So the dictionary is a bunch of fucking made up words. English is a fucking bunch of made up words. The alphabet system that was fucking created for the fucking Neanderthals to be able to motherfucking communicate. Because, while I'm going on this little rant randomly, before I get back to success, it just amazes me, to hear sometimes white people when they be like, go back to Africa. Okay, well, I want you to know, if you are racist, you're stupid. You're stupid because things are bigger than fucking race. Secondly, go back to Africa. We tried to go back to Africa. Let's go back to history real quick. That was me rewinding the film, y'all. Because there was a time with Marcus Garvey. Sorry, my thoughts are going at the speed of light. I'm trying to slow down. So Marcus Garvey wanted us to go back to the motherland. He attempted to try to, create our own way to go back to the motherland. What those crackers do? Burn down the motherfucking ships? So you don't want us here, even though that this is technically our motherfucking land, because before we got classified as blacks and African American and Negro and niggers and all of this shit and Native American, we are the original people around the whole damn planet. This is why you've never found a Caucasian body. They try to carbon date this shit to millions of years ago. Stop. You can't carbon date shit. You can't read the motherfucking hieroglyphs in Egypt. You be making shit up. Shut the fuck up, because you are not a historian. You don't know shit about shit. Because if you knew shit about shit, why in the age of Aquarius am I having to relearn shit that you fucking intelligent archaeological people, historical people been teaching? Because y'all be teaching a bunch of fuck ass lies because y'all don't know shit. You want to take our black history and make it your own. I thought Hannibal, when I was in high school, I thought Hannibal, one of my favorite Greek warriors, because he's a fucking that nigga's smart. That I should have known he was a nigga. You know, I should have known because hey, look, I'm a video game person, so I love video games like Dynasty Warriors where I could go conquer shit, right? I would lead my army. I'd be like deep in the fucking army or the fucking enemy's territory, taking out they outposts and shit by myself. Maybe with a general on my side, but me, I'd be on my motherfucking horse fucking running through motherfuckers and shit, or I'd steal their elephants and shit and be stomping motherfuckers out. Like, I was on some Hannibal shit when I would play these games, right? And when I learned about him, I was like, wow, this nigga is amazing. Who would have ever thought that he would have took some goddamn elephants, went through the Appalachian Mountains, and blindsided the enemy, came through stomping motherfuckers shit. Oh, by the way, I know this disclaimer is kind of late, but if you don't like profanity, because it's not cursing, it's simply profanity, this ain't the channel for you, okay? I mean, I could try, but when I'm passionate and I talk about what I talk about, it is what it is. But, and if you feel like it's not ladylike and blah, 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 then leave, you know? Like, nobody told you to watch this, okay? This is my channel. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to rant about what I want to rant about. Because realistically, I could try to stay on a topic, but then bloop, 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 bloop. So I just got to follow where my mind goes. It is what it is. Either you like what I'm talking about or you're not. Because at the end of the day, I'm stating fucking facts. Not opinions. So fuck your feelings. Let's get that out of the way. I want you to know. I need to start doing this disclaimer. I need y'all to come to my channel with condoms, right? I want you to put the condom on your heart. Because fuck your feelings, okay? This is not a place for that bullshit, all right? We are stating fucking facts. Now, I do state my opinions, but if I'm going to state my opinions, I'll let you know that it's an opinion. Other than that, a lot of what I talk about, you can go and Google it, okay? I always encourage my viewers to go and research things for yourself. Now, back to Hannibal. I just discovered that Hannibal is black, but they whitewashed him like they've done everything else in history. So now I'm like, yo, Hannibal is black. I'm so excited, right? Because I mean, even when they depicted him to be a white Greek, which he was not, and this book that I was reading, they came out and said the truth that they whitewashed him and that he was a tan man. So tan is like, I would consider myself like yellow or like beige, or that's how they would describe me back then or whatever. So for him to be tan, that means he's a little bit darker than me. But nigga was smart. And I always wondered why my soul resonated with him as a war strategist. You know, because like when I took my Latin class in high school and we learned a lot of Greek history, a lot of mythology. But now I remember all that, you know, mythology, but a lot of that is not myths. A lot of that is actually like real shit that has happened. However, they just changed the etymology. Now, for you ignorant motherfuckers out there, if you don't know what etymology means, ETMYOLOGY. I wasn't the best speller, but I got the word in my head though. I had to think about it, y'all. That's why I took a little brief pause. Sometimes I gotta slow down. Like, no, I'm playing. Yeah, sometimes I gotta slow myself down to get my words out. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, ah, la, 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 and I'd be like, ugh, no, that's not what I was trying to say. But so yeah, etymology just means the study of like the words, essentially. Like, just go Google it. That's all I can say. I mean, everybody nowadays has a smartphone. I'm going to always encourage you to Google things because I Google things. I'm a curious soul, and This is why I said fuck the church, because they could never answer my questions. You're trying to tell me that Adam and Eve were the first men and women on earth. Well, why do they have a belly button like me? Because I would think that they don't have a belly button. You know? This is a time I wish I had a monocle to be like, you know? I probably should buy a monocle. I don't know. I kind of want one. Anyways, so, but yeah, that was dope. Anyway, so I went into all this rant based on this book that I was reading or whatever. Because again, it's the age of Aquarius and a lot of hidden shit is coming out. You know, a lot of things that were whitewashed. Just so you know, the reason why I said these so-called historians and archaeologists don't know how to read the hieroglyphs in Egypt is because you've been whitewashing the fucking walls to make it seem like, you know, it wasn't niggas in Egypt. You know? Come on now. Let's just be real. This ain't even no racist shit. This is just real shit. White people, y'all can't even stand the sun right now. And the sun is getting hotter and hotter. And it's only going to get hotter and hotter. I mean, the UV gamma ration and rate and waves is hitting the earth more than ever in history. Because honestly, this is the last generation. This is the last generation that is going to deal with this oppressive bullshit. And this is worldwide. So many people are waking up to the bullshit. This is why so many people are unvaccinated. And now, if you happen to go get the vaccine, I ain't knocking you, but I just want you to know, I really truly think that if they activate your ass because there's nanobot technology in that shit. And this is just my theory, but it's based on facts because Pfizer claims that there's metallic particles, nanobot technology. Okay. But y'all just don't want to say it. That is that, but okay. So my thing is, you want to sit here and say people are dying of it or whatever. Look, y'all can put whatever fucking story on CNN and all that. If I don't trust my government, and I've never trusted the government, why would I trust the fucking media? When you run the motherfucking media, and you've proven time and time again that you're only gonna be one-sided. Anyways, so yeah. I just give y'all things to think about. You know what I'm saying? I have thoughts. Look, I am one with everything. Everything is one with me. Therefore, my thoughts are not my own. They're not, I'm not the only one that has thought these thoughts. Lots of other people have thought these thoughts. And if you on the low have thought these thoughts, you ain't the only one. I'm just probably the one that's speaking on it. Real stuff, you know? But for real, like, yeah, if all the vaccinated people try to like war with the unvaccinated people for whatever fucking reason, because, you know, you sheeple love to think that like I really think that if CNN said, hey, vaccinated people need to attack unvaccinated people, a lot of y'all crazy asses will probably do that shit, you know? Like, that is how controlled you are. I watched The Matrix Resurrections like 2 days ago. And Patrick, the guy who, I forgot his real name. His first name is Patrick, but he was in How I Met Your Mom. Anyways, so he's a program. I don't care if you've seen the damn movie or not. He's a program. And he tells Trinity and Neo, well, hey, I don't give a damn about y'all being awake. You know, this is my matrix and I control the sheeple. The sheeple want to be controlled. The sheeple don't want to be free. They don't want to be empowered. Well, guess what? That's fine. But I'm on some Trinity and Neo shit. I'm about to go and make some colorful ass motherfucking rainbows around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm not plugged into the shit on the level of like, you know, like, no, like you can't stop the level of a person's consciousness rising. Like, yeah, we're stuck in these fucking muggle ass bodies, but you can elevate your mind always. And you can produce the kind of life that you want. It's no different than The Matrix. The Matrix is nothing more than a documentary. I mean, go and watch Matrix Resurrections. They literally tried to gaslight the fuck out of Neo. Like, no. Those moments where like you felt like you were this superhero and you were fighting Agent Smith, and all of that never happened. It's just fragments of your mind, your memory. Do we really want to go around hurting people? Like, this nigga was gaslighting him like a motherfucker, like on some narcissistic shit. Come on now. But he said some real shit though. He said, I've analyzed and I've studied humans, so I know how to get to them by their emotions. And America is ran on emotions. It is factual. You know, if you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, you get a person in their feelings, you know, and they feel a certain way, that is how they end up responding a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck whose toes I step on. Shit, them bitches shouldn't have been in the way. You should have curled them hoes up. You know? Like, I am going to speak my truth. You ain't gonna shut me up. I might as well speak my truth. I held my truth in for like 18 fucking years. I'm gonna speak my mind. And the way I look at it is, if you agree, you agree. If you disagree, I'm okay with that. I'm not controlling where I'm going to be like, hey, you, the viewer, you watching this, you have to agree with me. You have to agree with me. You have to subscribe. You have to like. You have to share. You have to. I'm not entitled to think that anybody owes me anything. If anything of what I speak resonates with you, then I'm for you. That's all I'm coming at and saying. But this went on a 30-minute rant. Point is, right? So we're going to go and jump back to success. I went down like a whole little loophole. Hey, look, it is what it is. When I discover shit, and because I love to read, I'm a total blurred, y'all. A black nerd. I don't care. And I say that because, you know, it's just interesting to me how like, you know, black folk, they be like, you like to read? Yes. Well, that they it's like they want to say that it's weird. No, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. That is the saying that I've heard, right? And I'm like, well, I got to read these damn books because I'm nosy. I'm curious and I like to know what's going on or what has taken place. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And I feel like that's the problem with society now. You're not curious enough to discover the truth. You're not curious enough to dig. So you remain stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, to all my white people, I want to give a shout out to y'all. You know, y'all are the ones who decided to go into the oceans and get attacked by sharks. Something that niggas ain't ever gonna do. Because niggas is like, shit, I don't know how to swim. Shit, my hair. Shit, nah, I'm just trying to be out here on the beach looking cute in my swimsuit. Shit, I don't do salt water. I don't do jellyfish. I don't do sharks. Like, that's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I know how to swim. I don't want to be stung by a jellyfish, nor do I want to be bitten by a shark, but I still want to try surfing though, which I am going to do one day. But, you know, black folks just know, like, that looks like danger. That's a hell no, you know? So I just want to give a great shout out to, my white people. Thank you for being the ones to dig up dinosaur bones and shit. Thank you for, going into the oceans and showing us what the fuck is down there. But there's more to discover. And there's gonna be more to discover because they opened up a portal, and creatures in the deep that we have never seen in this lifetime, we're going to be seeing. And it's an exciting time to be living in. It's kind of, sometimes I be feeling like, oh my God, that's such a weird looking creature. Oh my God, that is so weird. Oh my God. Because, when was this? This had to be like between August and October of 2021. There was a news article. I don't know if y'all remember reading about it or hearing about it, because I'm not sure if the news covered it. I stopped watching the news, but I read though. Just ask yourself this: does this shit make sense? So there was a huge circle of fire in the ocean, right? On the ocean floor. I don't remember what ocean or whatever, but they showed motherfuckers on boats using water to try to put this ring of fire out that's in the ocean. Now, the ocean is water, correct? This ring of fire that's on the ocean floor, it's burning, right? What makes you think being on a goddamn boat, spraying water in water is going to put this shit out? What logical nonsense? I'm giving the squinty eyes because the shit don't make sense. So, anyways, point is, my theory is that that's a portal that they opened and now it's backfired in their face. Whoever decided to open it, more than likely the elites or some shit, but they opened it, and yeah, now creatures are going to be, well, actually, they've already been doing it, because I've been reading article after article after that portal got opened that, oh, we discovered this strange creature. It's like 20 feet long and all of this stuff. Like, and these creatures are strange looking creatures. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just like, what the fuck is that? And I don't want to hear no goddamn scientist or oceanologist or I used to want to be a marine biologist. See, this would have been the perfect time for me to be a marine biologist and to discover weird shit. I always wanted to be like Indiana Jones, but in the ocean, because I like animals and I hate people. No offense, it's just that, just like in Matrix Resurrections, a lot of y'all are fucking bots. Like, for real. And, I mean, you can be a bot. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna beat your ass up. You come bothering me. That's just how I fucking feel about it. So, you can be a bot all you want. You're not gonna stop me, the truth, or anything else. So, it's like, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, Neo and Trinity escaped the Matrix again. So, I mean, that's just like saying, you can put somebody back under or rock them back to sleep. But if your soul is already awakened to some shit, come on now. You ain't gonna be rocked to sleep that damn easily. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, my long rant is over. I was talking about success. So all I'm saying is you got to do things that the average person is not willing to do. That's all. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to make another video. I can't even know how I'm going to title these videos or anything like that, because I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I went on a whole rant that I really didn't expect to go on, honestly. I didn't expect to talk about Greek mythology or any of that stuff, but here it is, 5, 6 in the damn morning. I'm up here making a YouTube video, about to edit my book, read some more of this book, and, stuff like that. Like, knowledge is power. And once you have it, nobody can take it from you. So, Oh, let me share with y'all something that a friend of mine, no, I'm gonna share that in the next video because I don't want this video to be too long. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one.